Hello everybody, it's Miss Amy and I am in my garden, which is here at the house, and I wanted to show you the tomato project that we have. It's a kind of a trial this year. So far I'm really happy. These are an early Bush Girl tomato. They're only supposed to get a few feet tall. They are determinate, which means they have a defined growing period. They will set their blossoms all within a couple of weeks. Then they will set their fruits that will all come due within 2 or 3 weeks' time. At the end of July or so, they should be completely done, and the plants would normally get pulled out of the garden. But rather than take up garden bed space, I thought while they were smaller plants, we'd try them in some 5-gallon buckets. And this is the result. This is one plant, and it still has a lot of blossoms coming. These tomatoes are getting bigger every day. These will be about a 6 to 8 ounce tomato, so not much different than the ones that we usually see early in the season. The other nice thing about having these in buckets is early on, when they were still fairly young, we had a big storm coming in that was going to bring a lot of rain, so we were able to come out, pick them up, take them out of the bucket or out of the garden, and set them by wind, and it worked great. It's always interesting to see how a new plant reacts and how it grows, and does it match the description that you read in the seed catalog. And so far, as long as these tomatoes get large, so far I'm really happy, and they are going to be heavy producers. I'm doing these so that hopefully we'll A, have early tomatoes, and B, they were supposed to be a really heavy producer, so I'm hoping that this helps bump up our production of tomatoes early in the season when everybody wants them. It's amazing to walk out here and walk past the garden and every day see a few more tomatoes that are starting to set. It'll be interesting to see if I can remember to weigh these as I pick from these plants and see how much we get in terms of pounds of tomatoes off of these 5 plants. So that's the early tomato update for the day, probably for the week. But thought I would at least share that with you. So far so good. I'll keep you posted on how they're growing and when they start to get that blush color, meaning that they are going to be ripe. But I think we're going to have a good tomato crop this year. So far, most of the tomato plants are actually a little ahead of schedule, where so many other things that went in the ground by seed are behind schedule. But we'll take it. Veggies are veggies, and they're always on their own schedule. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Bye.